everybody, how are you guys doing today? I'm so glad that you guys tuned in yet again for another video. You didn't have to do it, but you did, and I'm so grateful. Today I wanted to do a updated Waiting on God video. I did this video back in 2012 when I first started here on YouTube, and I kind of just wanted to update the video. It was 2 years ago. It was very long for those of you guys that may be new subscribers and you might want to see the video, but you don't want to watch, I think it was like 17 guys that just kind of want all the points in one video. This is your video today, okay? I just want to give you guys a few tips, few things to do while you're waiting on God. A lot of people don't understand. Let me explain when we say waiting on God for those of you guys that may not be of the Christian faith, I guess, or you may, I think other faiths wait on God, but just waiting on God for a spouse is usually the big one that everyone's like waiting on God for a husband or waiting on God for a wife. You can be waiting on God for a job. You can be waiting on God for an answer of where you're gonna live in a few years. You could be waiting on God for, a baby. If you've had so many miscarriages, you're praying and just waiting on God to come through for you so that he can, bless you with a child. Just there's so many things that people are waiting on God. You might be waiting on God for the change in your family to come. A friend, a loved one may be addicted to something. You may be waiting for their deliverance. There's a lot of things that we are waiting on God for. Today, I want to focus more so on waiting on God for a husband or waiting on God for a wife, because that's what a lot of us are waiting on God for. Now, I'm going to give you a few things that you should do in the meantime while you are waiting on God. Number one, while you're waiting on God, yes, you can pray. Yes, you can ask God, where's my spouse? What do I need to do? But you need to be working on yourself in the meantime while you're waiting. Get yourself educated. If you're not in school, get into school. If you're not where you want to be financially, get your finances up, okay? Definitely get yourself a job. Make sure that you can hold your own. A lot of people are waiting on God to provide them with a spouse, to give them money or to have some kind of income. It's gonna come, but don't make that the only thing that you're waiting on God for. Also, get yourself physically together while you're waiting on God. If you need to hit the gym and lose some pounds, I know I'm working on that. If that's something that you need to do, get it right. If you need to get it tight in some areas, get it tight. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself together physically. Get yourself together emotionally. If you are hurt from the past, somebody broke your heart, baby daddy left you, baby mama left you, whoever broke your heart, you've been raped, whatever the situation may be, allow God time to heal your heart. Healing takes a long time. For me, it took a few years. I was hurt by my son's father, and it took me a few years to kind of get over it, to the point where I'm like, whatever, moving on to the next. So I don't know if it's going to take other people years, but it takes a while for you to become yourself again, especially if your mind and your self-esteem and all that was messed with while you were in that relationship, and your thinking was off and the person had you under mind control like a lot of people are in. Definitely allow God to just heal your heart first. Heal your heart to the fact where you can see that person and there's no hard feelings, there's no nothing to it. You're just like, hey, how are you doing? And you can move on. That's when you know that you're truly, truly healed. If you can still think about the hurt, still think about the pain, everything that they've done to you, you know you're not healed. Okay? So definitely allow God to heal your heart first. You don't want to walk into another relationship. You don't want your spouse to come on to you and like have all this baggage. Basically what I'm saying is you don't want to bring all this baggage into the next relationship, and definitely not into a marriage. Okay? Make sure you're healed in that area. Also, get more involved with the things of God. A lot of people say they're waiting on God, but they're not even spending time with God. God is not going to send you a spouse if he first doesn't have all of you. Our God is a jealous God. And if he can't get your one-on-one time, if he can't have a relationship with you, he's not sending anybody your way, because all that person is going to do for you is take you away from God, and God ultimately doesn't want that. If you're going to have a spouse, it's to bring you closer to God, and you guys are supposed to be, supplementing each other in ministry and going forth and doing things for God. So if you are not even where you should be in Christ, don't expect the spouse to come your way. Definitely get more in his word, build a relationship, pray, fast, get yourself in front of God where you and God are like, okay. So definitely do that. Another thing is get involved in church. A lot of people say, oh, I'm bored, I don't know what to do. And no, honey, get yourself involved in your local church. Join a ministry. If you guys are, I think if you're like between the ages of 18 and 30, a lot of churches have what they call a young adult ministry. Definitely get involved in a young adult ministry where they'll be able to give you word based according to certain things that you may be going through at that time of your life. Also, you'll be able to hook up with other people in your age range that are also waiting on God. So definitely hook up with them. You'll be able to just kind of make connections with different people. And sometimes the churches may even have, different field trips, go out to different events. You can even meet people within your church. You can meet friends. You could probably even meet your potential husband or wife, while you're, mixing and mingling in different ministries. So definitely don't knock going to church. Going to church and being involved in ministry is a great thing to do while you're waiting on God. Also, another thing would be to pray a lot. I definitely say God speaks to us through prayer. Sometimes he speaks to us through his word. Sometimes he'll speak to us. He'll send someone to say something to us. Like, just be open to what God is doing in this time that you're waiting. Definitely be open. Another thing I will say, let me tell y'all, honey, don't listen to everybody. Your family will tell you, you need to go out more. You need to go do this. There are people that are going to be trying to hook you up with other people. Listen. Do it. Okay? Don't let God hook you up. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, I've met so-and-so. He seems pretty cool. I think you should go date him. Don't listen to anybody else. Don't let anybody play matchmaker. Don't let anybody make you their little, like a lab rat. Oh, let's try it out. She's single. She ain't doing nothing. Let's try it out. See, to hook her up with so-and-so. Don't let anybody do that, because that ultimately will get you thrown off your path. God already has the person that he has for you, and you will meet that person when the time is right. And when you do meet that person, you will know, both of y'all will know. You will connect like, okay, we know. We're meant for each other. So don't let the words, and sometimes if you're a guy, he boys laugh at you. Oh, you ain't getting none. You still waiting. Continue to wait, okay? Because it's going to be better for you in the long run. Definitely try to also learn, the ways of life. Eating, cooking, cleaning, different things like that. If you do desire to be a spouse, if you do desire to be a parent one day, take some parenting classes. Google it, you know what I'm saying? Like, look up what it's like to be a parent, hear other people's testimonies, watch other parents. A lot of people on YouTube, they vlog their lives as parents and stuff like that. Married couples on here. Definitely look up some of that stuff so you can kind of see what you're getting yourself into, because a lot of people don't know what it's like to be married or have children. So definitely get yourself in that mindset if you have not done that yet. Another thing would be, what else I was gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Learn how to be honest, learn how to be faithful, learn how to be loyal, learn how to do all these things. And you can practice these things by being that way towards God. Be faithful towards God in your devotion, be faithful in your reading, be faithful in your relationship with him, pretty much. Don't lie to him, don't lie to yourself. Build your character in the meantime, because some people, they're very, very handsome, For females, they're very, very attractive on the outside. But some people have some nasty ways about them. They do not know how to treat people. They have very, very bad habits. I've met some people like that, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, you're married? I actually do feel sorry for your spouse. I think that in my head to some people. I wouldn't say that, but I think that, like, man, you are such a, ugh. But don't be that person. Like, get your spirit right, and you know what I'm saying? Like, just be nice to people. Love people like the way God would love them. Just love them with the love of the Lord. There's some people that are so bitter and mean. Let God empty all of that stuff out of your system before you decide you want to be a spouse to somebody. Okay, so work on all of you. Get all that together, because nobody wants a grumpy old man, or nobody wants a grumpy mama, or whatever. Like, whatever. Just and also if you have baggage, get that all cleaned up and squared away, okay, before God brings your spouse to you. Okay, don't bring them into your mess and your drama. Have God clear that all out your life and have it out the way. Like the way for myself, maybe one day I will do a little piece of my testimony. I'm not ready to give it all out yet, but God did something in a way with me and my son's father that I know only God could do it. And I'm just so grateful, because now when I meet the next person, there won't even be a trace of him. Like, he's so gone. And I know that it's only God. And God is taking care of me in the midst. Okay, I don't get a dime from him, but God is taking care of me. And I know that it's only God. So when I do meet my spouse, he's good to go. There's no drama. There's no duck. He's coming, or he's shooting bullets. There's none of that craziness. God has handled all of that. And God will do the same for any of you guys that have, you know, past relationships, the crazy exes, you know, baby mamas, baby daddy drama. God will even take care of all your drama to make sure that none of that is brought into your new marriage. So those are just a few tips. I'm just talking off the top of my head. I didn't really write it all down. I just hit record and started recording. So if there's anything else that I missed, I think that's it. But just those are the few things that float at the top of my head. You will have something to do, okay? Don't sit down and just be twiddling your thumbs like, God, when you coming? Where is he? Da 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 da. Also, another channel I really like on here is Tony Gaskins' channel. He is a professional life coach, and he has a lot of good words of wisdom for relationships and just different things. Just type in Tony Gaskins on YouTube. I probably will leave his link below, because I'm watching him right now, and every time he puts up a video, it's like spot on, and it blesses me. So if any of you guys want to know any books that you should read, any channels here that are good for you guys while you're waiting on YouTube, inbox me and I will get you all the information, because I don't want to make this video so long and be like, this is what I'm reading and this is the channels that I watch. But if you are truly interested and you want to know, hey Kanisha, what are you watching, you know, what sermons are you listening to, different things like that, I will point you in the right direction. But definitely for everybody, I say definitely check out Tony Gaskins' channel, because it has been truly a blessing to me, and I would love for someone else. I wonder if he's gonna have a 6-pack, or maybe an 8-pack. I wonder if she's gonna have a big booty. I wonder if she got like 15 kids. I wonder if he's gonna have baby mama drunk. Cause you know I'm not with that, right? Where is he? Where is he? The thirst is real, Jesus. The thirst is real. I can't take it anymore. I think I'm getting. So you just gonna have me sitting here looking all crazy and stuff?